fight at length until Achilles strikes a deadly blow, and she falls.
Queen Penthesilea, Queen of the Amazons.
Don't worry, Achilles, you have killed one who has always loved you.
She dies in his arms. In a rage, he lashes out and spots her, the king of the Ethiopians. Achilles rushes him. Aurora's grief at the loss of her son is so great. Each morning, at the dawn before Apollo's chariot pulls up the sun, her tears rain down on the land and appear to mortals as dewdrops on flower petals and the green blades of grass. Polysena, seated beside him on a bench, tells of her childhood chasing dragonflies along the reed-choked Trojan River Scander. Achilles tells her of being dipped in the river Styx as an infant, so that he could be immortal, and except for the fact that his heel is vulnerable, he is immortal as mortals get. And as they talk, Achilles grows to love her, and looks forward to an end of the war.
Tell me again about your trip to the Oracle of Delphi.
There will be no more tales, save for the tale of your death.
Polysena calmly stands and steps aside. Achilles realizes he has been betrayed. He draws his sword.
My future was destroyed when you killed my brother Hector. I despise you and take pleasure in avenging my brother's death.
How could you so willingly throw away your future?
Paris lets a single arrow fly and hits Achilles in the heel. A perfect aim. Achilles cries out in pain. He falls. Polysena and Paris hear voices. They leave the temple.
Once again, it's a good thing we followed him. I knew he was up to something.
What has happened? He is slain. What has become of us?
From the sea, a great wailing begins, and a foamy froth at the shoreline begins to churn. The sea is disturbed. Out of the depths come McPheeters, with her come a dozen sea brothers. They prepare the body of Achilles for the funeral pyre. His ashes will be mixed with those of his friends Patroclus.
Great Zeus, release her from her pain.
Great is my woe, my son Achilles, taken from me.
Great Zeus, show your mercy.
I obeyed, I did to him my mistake, and his own weakness was his guilt.
Great Zeus, your misery is endless.
As a youngster, I gave him the best he could. And sunlight, visit,
protector of Achilles, proposes a vote for their arms of Achilles, his armors to the best soldier of the Greek forces. The warriors must choose between Odysseus and Ajax. Agamemnon broods over not being nominated.
And here are two stars, one for Odysseus and the other for Ajax. The votes be counted.
Athena, fond of Odysseus for his clever strategies, sees to it that he has the most votes. Agamemnon peers into the jar, then whispers to Athena.
The soldiers of the Greek forces have chosen. Odysseus will have the arms of Achilles.
Stunned and silent, Ajax looks off into the distance. He does not notice when the rest of the soldiers leave. In a rage, he leaves his tent to track down Agamemnon and Odysseus. But the goddess Athena sends madness into his body. And instead of slaying men, he smooths down swine used to feed his fellow soldiers. When the madness leaves him, he is bloody.
Oh, what have I done? I'm ashamed. I've slaughtered not men, but pigs. I'm a soldier. It has been my purpose to bring down men. My powers have been wasted. I cannot live with myself anymore.
Ajax falls on his sword.
My arm is numb.
Scene 11. Days later, Priam watches as the Greeks burn their encampment, load everything onto their ships, and sail off. Puzzled, he assembles a group which includes his daughter Cassandra and Laocoon, priest of Apollo, and his two daughters. They investigate down at the beach.
What is this, a giant wooden horse?
Perhaps it is a gift to a god or a goddess.
The group stands mystified at the bizarre creation.
Let us take it into the city.
Priam puts his arm around his daughter. As a girl, the god Apollo had given her the gift of prophecy in exchange for her promise of love.
Dear girl, you know not what you say. It's a majestic structure.
Heed our warning, and is near.
But she broke her promise, and he punished her by preventing her words from being believed, and her gift became a curse.
Perhaps this meant as an offering to Athena for the violation of her temple.
Take not this strange gift, for it is an omen that of us all.
Laocoon, priest of Apollo, speak to Theseus. Let us examine it further.
The end is near.
Suddenly, a sea sea serpents slither up the beach, wrap themselves around the struggling Laocoon and his two daughters. In agony, they are dragged into the sea.
Horrifying, his words must be false. Let's bring the horse into the gates of the city.
Oh my God.
Scene 12. Priam directs the gates to be opened, and the great structure is wheeled into the city. There is much singing and dancing, celebrating the retreat of the great forces. Children put flowers wreaths around the horse's neck and toss blossoms at its feet. The festivities last until the early hours of the morning. When the last soldier on guard has fallen asleep, the belly of the horse opens up.
Chose my time to work. They're ours for the taking.
And a band of Greek soldiers begins cutting a path of destruction
Turn
across the
the sea so
city.
that nothing left is standing higher than my knee.
While another group run to open the gates, the other side of which awaits the entire alley of Greek forces who have been hiding off the coast, the ancient city falls. The next morning, the women of Troy are brought before the Greek warriors. Their men killed, they are at the mercy of their victors.
As the queen of Troy, I beg mercy.
As the queen of Troy, you have no voice. I desire your daughter Cassandra.
For her part in the death of brave Achilles, I shall take you. Sorry. All right. For her part in the death of brave Achilles, rather than a Colosseum, will be sacrificed on Achilles' tomb. I will take you home to help my wife and my ancestors.
Menelaus approaches Helen and puts his hand on his sword. His wish is to strike her down for the suffering of so many, but when she turns to look at him, his love is new, and he takes her back as his wife.
Andromache, wife of Hector, step forward.
A soldier pushes Andromache aside to reveal Astyanax, the last son of the royal house of Troy.
Don't take my baby.
Will be given to Apollo, son of Achilles.
Who is he?
What is that crying?
Nothing. Nothing.
Take that child away from her.
No, no. Please don't take my baby. This is Hector's son. Please. He must live. No!
The heir to the house of Troy shall not live, thrown from the walls.
Scene 14. But home they go not. Many adventures and tragedies befall the Greeks after the Trojan War, and no one can finish a tale better than Homer himself.
If Homer were here today, he would have some words for us. The hero Odysseus had many adventures. We know that between Troy and the island of Ithaca, near Sicily, he encounters a Cyclops, and a sorceress, and beautiful and deadly sirens, a host of supernatural horrors. It will take him 10 or more years to get back to his wife. And Penelope, he loses all of his men before his journey ends. And Menelaus and Helen, you remember them, they're dodged by the gods. They're blown all the way over Egypt, and they don't even reach their home of Sparta for 8 years. Agamemnon, remember him? Sacrificed his daughter, the worst fate of all. Upon his arrival to Mycenae, his wife Clytemnestra, harboring rage over the sacrifice of their daughter Iphigenia, his long-awaited return, so she prepares a great feast for him. And after the meal, she prepares his bath, and while lowering himself into the bath, he's attacked by a new husband Clytemnestra is taken. Agamemnon is slain with a battle axe, and as he lays dying, his wife declares that the sacrifice of Iphigenia has been avenged, whereupon she goes into the next room and murders Cassandra, the prophetess slave, who warned all of the Trojan horse.